Good on you, Dave. Thank you. About set and ready to go. All right, the PHYLLIS Harpley Memorial. Our favourite is How's the Memory. We're ready. Go. Away we go. And out wide, Ideal Fantasy began very, very smartly, and also beginning well was Hunza Valley. Jewel and Job down on the inside. And Tomorrow Reactor's also up there, although he's gone a bit rough on that bottom corner. Tomorrow Reactor, How's the Memory, is settling or going forward now, back in about fifth or sixth posse. Further back then, behind them came Never Been Said, All American Lady and Master Blaster. So they sort themselves out reasonably well with 1,700 metres to travel. Ideal Fantasy, the favourite. How's the Memory? Strides up on the outside now to be on its outside. Over on the inside, Hunza Valley. Racing in the 1-1 was Crying Time. 3 back on the inside, Jewel and Job, 1,600 outer. They were followed by Tomorrow Reactor, Master Blaster. Second to last was Never Been Said. All American Lady was last of all. Lead time was 42 seconds neater, and they go to the back now to the bottom of the hill with a lap and 3 parts left to travel. Ideal Fantasy won the starter and is clear. On the outside, How's the Memory? Over on the inside, Hunza Valley's behind the leader, and in the 1-1 then was Crime Time. Now they were followed then over on the fence by Jewel and Job. Going forward, Never Been Said is hunting up around the outside, and further back Tomorrow Reactor. Next on the inside was Master Blaster. American Lady was last of all. First quarter was 31-7, and they've turned it on early. They've got 1,000 metres left in front of them. Ideal Fantasy on the fence in the centre. At this stage was How's the Memory. Never Been Said's out 3 deep. Crime Time's the centre. Over on the inside was Hunza Valley behind the leader. They were followed by Jewel and Job being driven up. So too was Tomorrow Reactor. Then Master Blaster, and back at the tail, All American Lady. Second quarter, 29 seconds neater as they race their way by the 600 metres. Ideal Fantasy giving a bold exhibition out in front. Leads a metre now to the good of How's the Memory. On the inside, Hunza Valley hasn't spent a penny. In the centre was Crime Time. Never Been Said yielding ground. Tomorrow Reactor was the next one. They were followed by Jewel and Job. Next then came All American Lady, and further back at the tail of the field was Master Blaster inside the 400. And on the inside, Ideal Fantasy. How's the Memory on the outside? Ideal Fantasy travelling better of the two at the moment. Next further back then came Crime Time, and Hunza Valley can't do any better, but Ideal Fantasy come. Ideal Fantasy straightened up clear. How's the Memory's battling on with Crime Time, but Ideal Fantasy's going to be far too good. How's the Memory's gallop there? Gee, it's Ideal Fantasy first, second Crime Time. Tomorrow Reactor got in for third when How's the Memory gallop. Fourth, I think, might have went to All American Lady in front of Never Been Said, then Master Blaster. How's the Memory from Hunza Valley, and Jewel and Job the last one to pull up.